If you're over in the exhibitor area, if you can please make your way into the ballroom, we're going to begin. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning. I'm Carol Martin, president of the Connecticut Housing Coalition, and on behalf of the board of directors and staff, welcome to the Connecticut Housing Coalition's 2018 annual conference. A great deal of thought and effort goes into making sure that conference workshop topics are timely and, even more importantly, helpful to you in your work. Prepare to learn and be challenged in this morning's session. For myself, I'm very much looking forward to seeing and hearing from Governor Donnell Malloy, our keynote speaker. It is our opportunity to recognize and express our deep appreciation to the governor for his leadership in housing. I would like to spend a few moments with you this morning discussing the changing times we are all experiencing, especially with regards to the upcoming new state administration. Our state faces serious challenges regarding hard decisions about revenue and spending. The General Assembly and the newly elected governor will need to work together to bring about the changes needed to grow revenue and control expenditures. Without sounding too dramatic or being Captain Obvious, November 6th is an important day for us to renew our commitment to expanding affordable housing in the state. In the lead up to the election day and after, all of us need to advocate for the continued progress that Governor Malloy put in place, including the creation of the Department of Housing. Having a Department of Housing resulted in the amazing changes and progress we've all seen. It started with a governor and a General Assembly giving equal voice and equity aimed at increasing the supply of affordable housing, ending homelessness, and creating new homeownership opportunities. We need to educate the candidates on why housing matters in order to keep the progress achieved in the past 5 years moving forward by strengthening the Department of Housing and educating the candidates on the crucial role of affordable housing and why closing the gap between wages and housing costs helps the state's economy. It's smart policy, and it's really good business. At the Coalition, we will continue to provide education and training. We recently commenced our 6th Affordable Housing Academy. A special thanks to the Department of Housing and Citibank for funding and supporting the Academy. The Academy's mission is to build capacity and expertise in the best practices of affordable housing development, supporting affordable housing developers in their mission to create more access to affordable housing. Speaking personally, as someone who participated in the Academy, it's a terrific opportunity for anyone, whether you have development experience or not, to obtain straightforward guidance and objective technical advice in all areas of redevelopment. Our project, and most importantly, our residents, benefited greatly from the training and one-on-one technical assistance my team received at the Academy. As most of you know, the Coalition in the recent past has also worked with residents to provide them with both educational and organizational opportunities, primarily through PHRN. Although we're no longer involved with PHRN, we are deeply committed to assisting residents and resident advocates in their local communities. So if you have thoughts, ideas, and/or suggestions, please see our Executive Director, Florence Filano, or myself. It's important to the Coalition to support residents and provide the advocacy needed to bring about changes that residents need and deserve. More resident voices are needed if we are to change where and how we create affordable housing opportunities. These are changing times, and the Connecticut Housing Coalition is embracing change as well. Jimmy Dean, the actor, once said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination." The board of directors and the staff at the Coalition are in the midst of developing a new strategic plan. as some of you may already know. With the assistance of Fran Martin of Solutions for Communities, we hope to reposition and strengthen our efforts to better serve our members and our mission. My fellow board members and staff spent some time together with our consultant on September 14th, and it was a productive exercise. It's the beginning of our journey to acknowledge the things we do well, expand our vision to change the affordable housing landscape to meet the needs of our members and residents in the next 5 years. I'd also like to thank all of the folks who have responded to the consultant's request for input. If we haven't contacted you yet, please stay tuned. The more feedback from members, stakeholders, residents, and other parties, the better. We are listening, and know that to strengthen the coalition means changing with the times and planning for what the future may bring. If you are a member, I want to thank you sincerely for your continued support. If you're not a member, I would simply ask you consider joining the coalition and help us adjust our sails to reach our destination. We have a good foundation, but more members equals more feedback and better outcomes. As I look around this room, I see so many that I've had the pleasure and privilege to work with and grow professionally. There is no time like the present to acknowledge the really good progress that has been made with creating more affordable units and what it has returned to the state. If we're going to keep our well-educated and creative young adults in Connecticut, we need more affordable rental housing located in transit-oriented areas of the state. If we want families to have affordable home ownership opportunities in those communities with good school systems, we need more affordable home ownership opportunities in those communities. And finally, affordable housing needs to be in every community because serving our elderly and disabled friends and neighbors with dignity and respect is paramount. Please join us. Thank you. And I would like to introduce our Executive Director, Florence Villano.
Good morning, everyone, and again, welcome. We're delighted to have you all here, even if some of you had to paddle through on canoes to get here. At least today, it isn't raining like it was yesterday, so we lucked out a little bit with the weather. I just wanted to note, this is more a logistical conversation than anything else, that the governor's schedule changed a bit, and so he's going to be here right at 12:30. So that means that we have kind of adjusted our speaking times for lunch. And I want to remind workshop coordinators of the second workshop to please keep your eye on the time and make sure that you disperse everybody, because we want everybody to be able to be in the dining room, back here actually, in this room, and seated when the governor gets here and starts to speak. So with that, I am going to send you all on your way to your various workshops. I hope that you enjoy them all. We worked hard to put them together, and have a productive morning. Thanks again.